The tragic story of Tonks, Lupin's wife. A Metamorphmagus whose Patronus became a wolf. A birth that revealed her gift. Nymphadora Tonks was born in 1973 to Andromeda Black and Ted Tonks, a Muggle-born wizard. Her mother noticed something extraordinary on the day of her daughter's birth. Even in the hospital, the infant changed her hair color. This marked Tonks as a born Metamorphmagus, a wizard with the innate ability to change her appearance at will, an extremely rare and inherited gift. Her family background was complicated. Andromeda came from the ancient, pureblood House of Black, sister to Bellatrix Lestrange and Narcissa Malfoy. But when Andromeda married Ted, a Muggle-born, she was blasted off the family tapestry, disowned by her pureblood relatives. This act of choosing love over blood purity foreshadowed her daughter's own path. Hogwarts years. Tonks attended Hogwarts from 1984 to 1991 and was sorted into Hufflepuff. She was in the same year as Charlie Weasley. Even though she was a very talented witch, she was never chosen to be a prefect. Tonks joked that she lacked the necessary qualities, mostly because she couldn't behave herself. Her teacher, Professor Sprout, agreed. Tonks was famous for her mischief and for being incredibly clumsy, though she was still brilliant when it came to magic. The path to Auror, a master of disguise. After graduating in 1991, Tonks set her sights on the toughest job in the wizarding world, becoming an Auror. For 3 intense years, she trained under the legendary and very grumpy Alastor Mad-Eye Moody. By 1994, just a year before she met Harry Potter, she had officially earned her badge. Her secret weapon? Her Metamorphmagus powers. When it came to concealment and disguise classes, she was the star student. While others struggled with complicated spells to change their appearance, Tonks could change her face or hair just by thinking about it. She once joked that she passed those exams without even studying. It was just part of who she was. But it wasn't all easy. Tonks had one major weakness. She was incredibly clumsy. During her stealth and tracking exam, her habit of tripping over her own feet nearly cost her everything. She almost failed because it's hard to be a secret agent when you're constantly knocking things over. Still, her talent was too great to ignore. She proved that you can be a bit of a klutz and still be one of the most elite witches in the Ministry. The Order of the Phoenix, fighting in secret. When Voldemort returned, Tonks joined the Reformed Order of the Phoenix beside her mentor, Mad-Eye Moody. She became a spy within the Ministry, working secretly with Arthur Weasley and Kingsley Shacklebolt. Her first mission came in the summer of 1995, the Advance Guard, tasked with moving Harry Potter from the Dursleys' home to Grimmauld Place. True to form, she immediately knocked over a plate in the kitchen. Later, an overenthusiastic packing spell sent Harry's belongings flying messily into his trunk. At Grimmauld Place, she tripped over the infamous troll-leg umbrella stand, triggering Walburga Black's screaming portrait to shriek abuse at everyone. Her apologies came quickly, but the damage was done. Yet behind the clumsiness beat a warrior's heart. In the Battle of the Department of Mysteries, 1996, Tonks fought fiercely. She protected Harry from Lucius Malfoy, then engaged her own aunt, Bellatrix Lestrange. During the duel, Bellatrix struck her down, sending Tonks crashing against the stone steps. She was rushed to St. Mungo's, where she slowly healed. The weight of hidden love, depression revealed. Upon her recovery, Tonks arrived at the burrow-looking hollow, gaunt, pale, her once bubblegum pink hair now a limp mousy brown. Harry assumed she was grieving serious. But the truth was more personal. Tonks had fallen for Remus Lupin. He rejected her, hard, insisting he was too old, too poor, and too dangerous. A werewolf, 13 years her senior, convinced she deserved someone whole. The rejection shattered her. Her Metamorphmagus powers dimmed. Her hair stayed dull. Her Patronus, once a jackrabbit, changed into a wolf. Lupin's wolf. Severus Snape cruelly observed this change during a patrol, remarking, "I thought the previous one was stronger. This new one seems rather weak." The comment cut deep. The breaking point. Love declared aloud. The moment of revelation came after the Astronomy Tower battle, June 1997, where Bill Weasley was savagely attacked by Fenrir Greyback. As the group gathered in the hospital wing, Fleur Delacour famously declared that she would marry Bill regardless of his scars. She loved him still. Watching this, Tonks reached her breaking point. She grabbed Lupin's robes and poured out her heart, insisting she didn't care that he was a werewolf. She was just like Fleur. She would love him regardless. Lupin tried to push her away again, citing his danger, his poverty, his age. But Molly Weasley and others present urged him to stop being foolish and accept her love. By the time of Dumbledore's funeral, Tonks's hair had miraculously returned to its vivid pink, and she and Lupin were seen holding hands. The romance had finally begun. Marriage, fear, and the birth of Teddy. In the summer of 1997, Tonks and Lupin married in a quiet ceremony. Despite others' disapproval, Tonks remained fiercely loyal to him. However, when she became pregnant, Lupin was consumed by the fear that their child would be a werewolf. Terrified and ashamed, Lupin actually abandoned Tonks to join Harry on his mission. This led to a famous, heated confrontation where Harry called Lupin a coward for leaving his family. Harry's words worked. Lupin realized his mistake and returned home to Tonks. In April 1998, their son Teddy Lupin was born. To their great relief, he was not a werewolf. Instead, he inherited his mother's gift, playfully changing his hair color from the moment he was born. Harry Potter was proudly named the baby's godfather. The Battle of Hogwarts, a final sacrifice. During the final battle, Tonks couldn't bear to let Lupin fight alone. She left their infant son with her mother and rushed to the castle, desperate to find her husband. In the chaos, she finally faced her aunt, Bellatrix Lestrange. It was a clash between the family's dark past and the hero Tonks had become. Tragically, Bellatrix struck her down, and moments later, Lupin was killed by the Death Eater Antonin Dolohov. After the battle, the two were found lying side by side. Though their marriage had been filled with fear and war, in the end, they were together, united in their sacrifice for a better world. The orphan left behind. Their son Teddy Lupin was orphaned at only a few weeks old. He was raised by his grandmother, Andromeda Tonks, with Harry Potter serving as his devoted godfather. Teddy grew up to be a Metamorphmagus like his mother, constantly changing his hair color from aqua to bright pink in her memory. He visited Harry's family frequently and developed a close relationship with them, eventually finding his own happy ending. Years later, he was spotted at King's Cross Station, not just as a graduate, but as a young man deeply in love with Victoria Weasley, the daughter of Bill and Fleur. I put a lot of heart into this one. If you enjoyed it, a like would be the ultimate high five.